All right, Aries. Time to see what is going on with y'all for the month of June. What else is going on with y'all for the month of June? Okay, because when I do bonus readings like this right here, my goal is to pick up on details that I missed in the main monthly. That's the intention I put into the reading, but no, that's not always how it comes out. Could tell a totally different story. You never really know. I think the fun though. Anyway, same rules apply. Look in the description of the video if you would like information on scheduling a personal reading. Okay? That includes pricing for every service that I have to offer. That includes how to get a hold of me. Everything that you could possibly ask for. Alright, so Aries, what do we got? What do we got for my Aries people? What else do we got? What other details can we tell my Aries people? Universe, Aries, June 2020. What else do we got? What else do we got? Oh, that jumped out pretty quick there. 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. Emotional codependence. Somebody here is kind of clingy and needy. Somebody that you're dealing with here is the clingy, needy type. And again, not only does that never work, never ever work, but the thing about it is, like I said, if you tell the universe, I don't want to be alone, what you're telling the universe is, I'm not a very fun person to be around. So much so that I don't want to be around me. That's what you're telling the universe when you say, I don't want to be alone. And I got news for you. The universe only knows how to do one thing, and that is mirror back to you exactly what you're giving it. So if you say, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to be around me, the universe says, here's some more evidence to support that. And the universe is not going to send you somebody who wants to be around you when you don't want to be around you. Okay? So, whoever needed to hear that, Aries, cross-watcher, or just the random people who watch me for whatever personal reasons you watch me for, you're welcome here too. Anyway, let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hangman overall. Okay. So overall, I kind of feel like this situation is at a standstill. Okay. Not really moving. I think, again, I've been noticing you all do this here more lately, Aries. I see you. I see you. Because Aries energy, when you vibrate lower than Aries energy, meaning your astrological energies govern you rather than you using the energy for the better, the greater good, then typically you like to fire the gun first and ask questions later. That's a low vibrational Aries trait. Very low vibrational Aries trait. I think a lot of you, though, are vibrating higher than that. Vibrating much higher than that. And you see the power and the virtue in hanging back, looking at things from a different perspective, gaining enlightenment because of the new perspective that you're gaining. People may be seeing you from the outside looking in as getting over this. Okay, I think people are realizing that you're starting to look at the silver lining in the situation. Okay, there is a positive and a negative in every situation. I think you're looking at the positive, and people see that. It's no secret. People see that. Okay, you could be dealing with a Virgo, but the way you feel on the inside is the Hermit. You probably would much rather just be by yourself and not really deal with anybody else's bullshit, especially whoopsie poopsie, some clingy, needy, emotional, needy shit, right? So, ooh, you got new things coming in. Dude, new things coming in. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Could be another fire sign, could be an air sign. But I feel like you are following your intuition on this, okay? Following your intuition. Your intuition is telling you it is time to go ahead and fire the gun first. See, here's what happens. When you aim, there is no need to ask questions, okay? You decide whether or not the gun needs to be fired, metaphorically speaking, okay? Then that's when you say, oh, okay, there is no need to ask questions before or later. You asked your questions first, okay? So Jillian, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. I think that you all got new things coming in real quick here. Okay, Knight of Cups here. But again, there is still a space that that is being held for somebody else here. Again, there's some past energy right here. I don't really think it's affecting things too greatly though, okay, because you're making up your mind here. I really think you're kind of reluctant to open up here though. You're kind of reluctant to open up. The person you're dealing with, again, I saw a lot of this happening. I just got done doing the weekly forecast and I saw a lot of this kind of playing in here too. There is more than one energy showing its face here, okay? I am seeing something new coming in and something old phasing out, okay? I do think you are going to have to deal with a past person who wants to come back around, but again, I don't think you're dealing with it. I don't really think you actually have to deal with it. This person here is a little bit restless here, I think, a little restless and nervous, but they're doing the best they can to get over their past as well, but you do have something new that wants to come in really quick, and we're going to see what that's all about here. Man, dude. Yeah, no past energy. I agree. But you know what, Aries, here's the thing. When it comes to that past energy, here's where you all would really benefit. If you would learn not to react. That's what I feel like the person you're dealing with knows about you. Well, not the new person. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with something new. But the past energy that you're dealing with knows that it's really easy to get a reaction out of you. Okay, and that's what they're trying to use against you. Bam, whatever this new stuff that wants to come in here, it's wanting to come in quick, okay? It's wanting to make its way in quick, but I'm kind of feeling like, it's not like you don't, but you are using the power of the hangman energy to analyze and interpret, okay? So that you don't wind up in another situation like you were in the past. Let's get 4 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Matter of fact, wasn't your main monthly about a new person? See, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Swords reversed. All right, could be a Cancer that you're dealing with here, but here it is. Here's that 9 of Cups reversed again too. So maybe that's the new person coming in here. I do feel like this is a new person, okay, because you do have the World card, the beginning of a new cycle right here. But I do think that they possess a little bit of the same type of neediness that kind of makes you like, I don't know about all that. I don't know. Maybe in the past you were really all about that, you know, but you've seen what that energy turns into. You've seen what it turns into, because we were all pretty much indoctrinated to believe that, first of all, this empty void that we have in us is normal. Second of all, that another person can come along and fill it. Well, first of all, where the hell did the empty void come from? There is not a single human being on this planet who is incomplete. Okay, that was an indoctrination. The indoctrination being that the number one goal in life is a relationship with another person, and that is patently absurd, okay? The 10th cup is a bonus cup. So I think you've seen what this turns into. No. You don't need another person. That raises all kinds of problems, right? First of all, if you need me, what are you going to do when your needs are met? What are you going to do when you no longer need me? Second of all, we don't have anything to build with. If your cup is empty, you can't vampirically suck love out of me. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. See, let me tell you all a little bit of trivia about me, okay? A lot of you already know this, but I'm not rambling on a tangent. I'm making a very important point. Part of my story includes homelessness, okay? I lived under a bridge for about 6 months, and in tents in the woods. I was homeless for about 6 months. And I can tell you, you could give a homeless man $10,000, and he probably wouldn't use a dime of it to get up out of the situation he's in. You know what he's going to do? He's going to throw a party up under that bridge. The money is going to get spent up, and then he's going to end up right back where he was to begin with. You can take a lonely, broken, needy person and hand them the perfect lover, You know what they're going to do? They're going to sabotage that relationship and end up right back where they were to begin with. The homeless man is not homeless because he doesn't have any money. He's homeless because his perspective about money is fucked up and broken. The lonely, needy person isn't lonely and needy because nobody will be with them. They're lonely and needy because they have a bad relationship with themselves. And you've seen that. You've seen that if you have a bad relationship with yourself and you expect me to fix that for you, I'm always going to be the bad guy. Nothing I ever do is going to be good enough because it's not my job to fix you, right? I think a lot of you are running a lot of this stuff through your head. A lot of you are running this stuff through your head, and I'm seeing that for right now, I don't know, it's wanting to come in quick, but you're hesitant. They want this, but you're hesitant. That may be what I title this video. Now let's see timelines moving forward and the most likely outcome. Timelines moving forward and the most likely outcome. Thanks y'all for showing up. Appreciate it. Thank you for the positive feedback and the love. Appreciate it. Always remember to check your moon, your rising, and your Venus if messages do not resonate. The only reading that you need to take very seriously is if you actually order one and pay for it. Other than that, the number one purpose for the general readings is entertainment. Okay? Number one purpose. Hopefully, while you come here to get entertained, you learn some life lessons that you can use. That's what I do in my reading. That's one of the biggest differences between me and other readers. I know there are many different things that make me stand out in the tarot community, but first and foremost, I'm primarily a law of attraction expert. And that's my primary foundation before I ever even knew what tarot was. I have been attending the #1 mind mastery school in the world, studying and obsessively applying law of attraction into my own life. I saw my first law of attraction video on YouTube when I lived in a homeless shelter 4 years ago. Okay? So I am living proof that the things that I teach work. So I approach tarot card readings from a different perspective than most of your other readers, okay? Most other readers, I don't really know if they really understand exactly the intensity of how to provide the tools to change whatever timelines you want. I'll hand you the tools. I'm not just going to tell you what's going to happen. I will hand you the tools to create whatever you want. But they're tools. You have to put forth the work. But if you put forth the work of the things that I teach, people come to me all the time. They've manifested massive things. Massive things. Trust me, it works. It works. 2 more shuffles here. I might chat about that here soon. I might do a big chat on this channel for my 200K. My 200K is coming up here soon. It's going to be a big old giveaway. I'm thinking about giving away a $100 gift card, some signed tarot decks. It'll be pretty cool, man. Maybe some free tarot card readings. That's what I did the last giveaway that I had, but I digress. I apologize. Moving forward, I feel like I don't really know if you're gonna take this anywhere. Honestly, Aries, I don't really think that anything new is trying to make its way in. I'm feeling like you're kind of like, nah. I really don't want the stress. I really don't want the extra burden. A lot of you, if you're one of the Aries people that need to hear this, I feel like a lot of you are still like, you still see the smoke trail from the last bullshit situation you dealt with. And it's like, man, I want to be free right now. A lot of you, 10 of Cups reversed, the Tower card. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not. A lot of you would much rather find your own happiness, okay, and work on building your empire, manifesting something big. 10 of Pentacles. That's big. This is like winning the lottery. Any Aries win the lottery, come to me and tell me if my June bonus was accurate. But no, you don't necessarily have to win the lottery. You can still manifest a very successful income. You can, whatever the case may be. Looks good though. I think a lot of you are going to focus more on building your empire and stacking your bread and your finances than you are the stress of a needy, clingy, desperate, love situation. Honestly, I don't blame you. Nobody should have to deal with that shit, all right? Anyway, though, let's look at things to watch out for and advice moving forward. This is just general life advice. In my personal opinion, this is the most important part of the entire reading. The advice. Because this is not just for Aries, this is for anybody. Anybody. This is just advice, period. For anybody that needs to hear it. 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Boom, the Empress in the reverse. Right now, I don't really think it's time to tie yourself down. All right? But also, too, don't go jumping fences because the grass is greener on the other side. Okay? Now, that is a debate that is up for speculation. But here's what I've learned. This is not the cards. This is personal Rich Lop advice. Yes, the grass can very much be greener on the other side. Absolutely. But until you learn to take care of the grass that you stand on, it doesn't really matter how green that grass is. Because as soon as you jump that fence, if you don't know how to take care of grass, you're going to kill that grass too. Okay? Which brings me to my next point. A lot of people come to me and are wanting to ask about, should I relocate? Okay? Should I get up and move to the next state? It doesn't matter what you change, you need to put forth the inner work as well. Okay, learn to take care of the grass that you stand on. Because you could hop in a plane and fly 3,000 miles away. And if you think that a change of location is going to change your life for you, you are sorely mistaken. If you do not do any inner work or put forth any effort whatsoever to change your inner work and your inner vibration, your inner world, you will recreate the exact same life that you just left within 6 months. Promise you, dude, it will blow your mind. Okay? Don't go around with your defenses up all the time. Okay? There's nothing wrong with understanding what is out there. I'm not saying put your head in the sand. What I'm saying is that if you go around with your guard up, the universe is going to send you a reason to have your guard up. Okay? Whenever you run across people who have severe trust issues, you really have to step back and say, okay, well, why do you have so many trust issues? Okay, we've all been fucked over from time to time. But it comes to a point where you're telling me that every single person who enters your life fucks you over. Every one of them. Every one of them. Every single person that enters your life fucks you over. I don't know how close to you I want to get. Because how do I know that I'm not going to be that person who fucks you over next, right? Boston Bay, thank you for that super chat. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? Watch out for people who refuse to enjoy their solitude. You know those people who are always busy. Busybodies, the social butterfly who cannot stand being alone and being by themselves, can't sit with their own thoughts, can't sit with themselves. Okay, that is very indicative. Much more often than not, that's very indicative of a lot of really nasty demons that are on the inside. That keep you really, really busy and distracted, not wanting to sit, pick yourself apart and learn to enjoy your alone time. You don't have any idea how powerful it is to actually enjoy being alone. Okay, what we talked about at the very beginning of the reading, and I say this in personal readings all day, every day. If you don't enjoy being alone, nobody else is going to enjoy being alone with you either. Okay? My beautiful, whatever that says, thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate it. Think about that, y'all. You have to allow yourself to love yourself. Keyword allow. You are not agreeing to a lifetime of loneliness if you allow yourself to enjoy being alone. In point of fact, that is the only way to actually gear up to be on the frequency to attract that person to you who loves being around you as much as you love being around you. The universe is a mirror, okay? It's very important that we understand that. Anyway, though, I feel like the messages my Aries people needed to hear have come through. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. Hope that gave you all the clarity and the guidance that you needed today. I hope that resonated for everybody. But if it didn't, which it won't, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs, okay? I will direct your attention again to the description of the video where you will find information on scheduling personal readings that includes, but is not limited to, pricing for everything that I have to offer and how to get a hold of me, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate the likes, the comments, the super chats, and all that good jazz. I'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Have a good one.